Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Build a City. I'm starting this episode, although you might be looking at the title and be thinking, hang on a minute, this isn't what he's supposed to be building. Well, I'm starting the episode where I was building in the last episode, which was a Christmas special. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. I just thought I'd show you, like, I added another building which is a little bit different, same sort of style though, just in case you wanted to continue a little winter village. Then here we go, that's what it looks like over there. We mounted some snow up here. Obviously we did all the interior in that episode, so I do recommend checking out that Christmas special, even if you're watching and it's not Christmas. Anyway, today we have got a big, massive, important, anticipated episode. It's the airport. So people for a long time have been saying, Kieran mate, Kieran, build an airport, mate. Oh, go on my son, build yourself an airport, why don't you? And I've been saying, look mate, look, right. I've been saying, look, listen here mate. Said, but there's no planes. How are we gonna get an airport? There's no planes. Well, I'll tell you what, I've come to a decision. People want to see it. I can glide about in my Elytra, that's a form of air travel. And I do know that there are mods as well to put aircraft in. So, with that being said, let's build an airport. Fun fact, this is actually where someone came and built an airport once before, but we're going to ignore that. So, you're going to want to find yourself a big, massive, fat land of flatness to start on. I have no idea what I'm doing really, so you guys should be fine. I'm going to start mine by facing it, like the building out to this way, because I know I can always expand this land, have a big old road going there. So it's not going to look like this. Like, it's not going to be the airport and the sea there, so I will expand the land eventually. So I'm going to start off by building the main terminal. This is going to be quite a long episode, I imagine. So sit tight, get yourself a brew. Right, let's start by, I mean, it's going to be quite a classic airport, you know how it is. What should we have, like, the colours of our airport be? Because we should probably have, like, some sort of colour scheme. Should we have yellow? Or is yellow a bit, like, not airporty? Yeah, we're going to go for yellow. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build that. There you go. So 2 blocks anywhere. Bish bash bosh. Drop it down. Job it down? What the hell does that mean? Put it down. Plonk it down. Place it down. There you go. Lovely. Jubbly. So that's step 1, mate. You're basically halfway there. Then we're going to go and get some glass. You can use whatever glass, I suppose. But let's have a look. I'm going to go for this glass, which is grey stained glass. Actually, before I do that, let's mark out where we want these windows. It's going to be like a big glass front. I'm sure you can see by the thumbnail anyway. Right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, why not? 10's not too bad. It's not going to be a huge airport, by the way. In fact, no, yeah, we're doing it right, mate. We're doing it right. Right, so that's one side. We're going to have like the doorway in the middle here. So we've got a, well, let's mark out 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that little marker in. These yellow things, by the way, are going to be pillars. Just for the time being, I'm going to grab a door and just plonk it there so I know that that's the centre, that's the middle part. So, that's the middle part. We've got 3 window things on that side, so we've got to do 3 on this side. Okay, so that's the width of our airport terminal. So yeah, it's a pretty decent sized building. It's a pretty decent sized building. Let's go ahead and grab, let's get, oh, not green terracotta. You can throw that away. And then we're going to put on top of this white line, just going to put a strip of this all the way down. Like that. Okay, now for these pillars, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think 15's probably a pretty good height. I mean, you could always go higher. Let's go, do you know what, let's go 20. Why not? There you go, we're up 20 blocks now. And then simply, we're just going to go and build up like that on each of these. Lovely stuff. Let's have a look at that. That's how it should look at the moment if you are following along. Now let's just do the width of it. I mean, I've not really got any plans. You can make this as long or small as you want, but let's go. So we've got one block here, then we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Is that enough? Do you know what, mate? I bloody well think it is. Let's do 25. Bring this across. Lovely. So it should look like that. That's going to house basically the check-in desks on one side. A little bit of duty free on the other. Oh, no, sorry. No. I've done it all wrong, haven't I? No, that's going to have the check-in desks. That side's going to have the like sort of security. So we're going to go in through the door. Into here, all check-in desks, blah 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 blah. Checked in. All right, now let's go through to security. Then we're going to go for a corridor back here, in through security, and then we're going to go up like a rectangle building here, which will have all the duty free, all that good stuff, and you can go up the stairs. And okay, basically we're building an airport. Right, so with this grey glass that we got, we're going to now start placing it in. So pretty simply, you're just going to build all the way from the bottom to the top. Right, there we go. It should look like that, and already it's starting to look a bit airporty. So that's good. I used the commands, so it didn't take too long. But obviously you can fill that in by hand. It shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is from the bottom of this, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, on the 7th block, just build out like this, I guess. Should we go like that? Yeah, so on the 7th block, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes sense, yeah. 7th block, come out 7 blocks. And we're going to bring this all the way across and connect it up on the other side, of course. So, it should look like that. This is like a little canopy, so you can stand under it if you've just been dropped off or you're waiting for a taxi or whatever. Let's just put a little white thing in here so it connects to the glass. And then you can fill the roof, this little canopy, in with whatever you want. I will probably fill it in with a solid block, but you could always fill that in with glass as well. That would probably work quite nicely. But yeah, I'm going to go for light grey concrete. There we go. Now we've got quite a nice little canopy over the top sort of thing going on there. Something cool that you could add in is a bit of lighting. So you can go and grab probably a little sea lantern. One out from all these pillars. You can just do that. So the light will go upwards and illuminate the pillars, but also provide light to those standing underneath. Anyway, how are we looking at the moment? I think this is looking great. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is grab some smooth quartz slabs, and we're going to go across like so, pretty simply. And talking of slabs, if you come to the middle here, you could always put like a little airport logo. So I might think of a little logo and put it there eventually. Anyway, we're going to get rid of that slab, and we're going to get these pillars. Oh, this is already built up, but that's what I was going to do really. Build up probably 2 blocks higher than the glass. And this is going to come all the way back and link up with the bottom down here. Like so. So you got to basically repeat that for all of those. That is now done. Yeah, it takes a little while, but it does look good. Let me show you from the front. It looks great. Then we're going to get on to the next step. As you can see, it's starting to look like a pretty awesome airport. I mean, you could use this for loads of different things, to be honest. You could even make this a train station. Anyway, we're going to grab this glass and we're going to bring it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seems to be our lucky number today. So we're going to bring it back 7 and do that all the way along for the rest of this part of the thingy-mabob. Okay, it should look like that when you're done. And then grab the white concrete again. And we're just going to bring this all the way along. And then we're going to get some stone and fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, what would be... So if we built this on that side, let's have a look. So let me just quickly work something out for you. So yeah, get your stone and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all the way along. There you go, it should look like that. And then we are going to grab some white concrete, come down to this level, and we're going to build this because we need a solid wall here rather than glass, really, because we might have like the backs of shops, we might have corridors running alongside, so we don't want it all to be exposed with glass, but the second floor can be exposed with the glass. There we go, it should look like that. I might extend it higher as and when we need to. Okay, so I'm back. That took a little while, but so what we're going to be working with here is, this is the doorway. Obviously I'll make a proper doorway right now. Let's make a proper doorway. Okay, so let's go for we'll go 1, 2 like that, 1, 2 like that. Actually, let's bring that in 3. So we want a pretty big doorway here. Bring it like that and get the half slab quartz. There we go. It's pretty much our best friend when it comes to doorways and intricate details and stuff like that. Let's make one goes like that so it looks quite modern. You could always actually get some steps. Make sure you get the smooth ones and delete one like that, and hopefully, oh, actually you got to delete that one there, I guess, and that one there, and then put those back, and then you get that sort of thing. Kind of looks like a Japanesey type style thing, but I like it. It works. And then I guess bring it like that, maybe. Nah, do you know what? I think that works just how it is. Pretty simple door, nothing too fancy. You could actually always put like, get a lighter coloured grey, bring that up like that so it looks like they're automatic doors. That's probably a good idea actually. Yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, so you come through the front door. This is, it's like I say, it's a pretty small airport, but it does the job. So you come in through the door. This is sort of the lobby. Maybe we have a couple of seats here, maybe a little help desk, whatever. And you go in, and this is where we're going to build the check-in desks. We'll do this in just a minute. And then once you've gone through check-in, you've got all your thing. You come through here. This is where there's going to be a little security type thing, security room. And then you carry, in fact, we should probably have 2 security rooms. Not sure why that's split into 2. So you go through the security, you come through. You're all through security, so that's all good, and you can enjoy duty free. So first part of duty free, or the lobby bit, I guess, will be a little cafe, which we can put here, a little cafe bar. We've got an elevator up here, which will lead upstairs. We've got the steps here, and all this is just going to be tables and chairs, and all of that good stuff. I might just line the cafe up like that, just so it's lined up with the walls of everything else a little bit better. So yeah, that's the sort of style we're going for there. I don't want this episode to be like ridiculously long, so that's why I'm skipping over a few bits and bobs. So pretty simply, for the outside on this side, I'm literally just going to have a plain wall. Okay, so I've had to have a flat wall here, which isn't ideal, so I'm going to have to put some detailing and stuff on it, but that was my bad. I didn't realise that well, I should have realised, but it would have shown up on the front, the wall, and it would have spoilt the build. But no worries, we can work with a flat wall. Okay, that's the second wall done. I'm going to try and speed things up now. So we're pretty much going to repeat that front design of the windows on this side as well. So I've got to work out actually where the second floor is going to be. So this staircase is going to lead up. Let's see. Okay, so from that bottom block, from the floor, I should say, the second story will start 10 blocks up. So this wall is 10 blocks. It's going to be the same on here. And we can bring the grey to this window, so then we know where the windows are going to start as well. So we can bring, like I said, I'll probably change these walls up. So we're going to bring these up to this level. So you just need to add another 3 onto that. Hopefully this isn't too confusing for you. This is what happens when I make stuff up as I go along. So it should all be on that level now. And then you can add the flooring in, of course, which will go all the way along here to, well, I guess if this wall is coming all the way across, that's going to go there. Floor, it's going to come all the way back here. Like I say, you might be a little bit confused. Obviously, you got to do what you want in your own airport, but this is what we're doing for this one. Then we can have that as part of the floor there. Right, so we got that, and then we're going to go and get the glass. This is all done in a very weird way as well. A very weird order, I should say. Right, that's going to come across like this. We can get rid of this pillar. I didn't mean to put that there. And that can come up to here. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry. That's got to come to this level and be repeated all the way along. Pretty much the same as the front. So I'm going to come back to you once that's done. Okay, now I've made I've made even more progress on it. But it's progress that is boring to watch. So all of those yellow lines, I've built the walls up, I did the outside walls, all of that sort of thing. Put a couple of little bathroom areas in here, which haven't obviously done yet. I'll probably do that just in my spare time. This is the check-in area. Obviously, we will be working on that in just a moment. Probably should cover that little patch up there. So yeah, we're going to be working on that in just a sec. Then you're going to check in, come through here. This will be the security bit. So we'll go through the security monitors, x-rays, whatever. Come through here. We've got an elevator here which will build up. A little coffee shop. And this whole area will be seating area where you can grab a drink, you know, something to eat, whatever. Come up the stairs. And these are the different gates. So I'll probably label it like gate 1, gate 2. We can put some, not stairs, well, I guess they are stairs. We can put some chairs here. All that sort of thing, you know, where you're waiting. And I'm going to attempt now to build a couple of check-in desks. And I need to actually change this slightly because obviously we changed the design. So that's got to come this way. I'm just going to ignore the dirt floor for now, just because we are pushed for time. But that's okay. So let's try and make some of these check-in desks. So we'll start with going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess they only need to be about 3 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's okay. Actually, let's make this just one wider. There we go. That's great. And then we can build. Let's use, what would be good? I guess if we use some smooth quartz stairs upside down, that makes a good desk like that. Yeah, I think that works all okay. I guess we can move that all the way across. So what was that? That was 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's build one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Build one here as well. And there you go. That's like three different airlines, I guess you could choose from. So we're going to just build this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I guess 5 blocks is fine. I mean, we might just build this to the ceiling, to be quite honest. On this side, I definitely will. Oh, there we go. So above these check-in things will be the name of like the company and the flights that they're offering, I guess. So let's just quickly build this across as well. Sorry, we can change the companies or whatever. It depends. We haven't got any companies at the moment. So if you want to come into the world, maybe in a live stream, set up your own airline business, then come and do that. Anyway, we're going to make this. We're going to make these booths separate. Add in a few different colours to represent the different airlines. Then I'm going to do something pretty cool. So we got that. I know it's a little bit dark, but just ignore that for the time being. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. On the 4th block below, build across half slab there, and we will then choose a few different colours. So I need to get rid of a few of these. So we can have a pink airline, a blue airline, and a green airline. Let's just go for that for the time being. So let's build that up like 3 blocks like that, and then build across like so. Pretty simple. It just represents different airlines, whatever. You can obviously change it up however you want. Maybe we should put an orange one on so it looked like one of the well-known brands of air travel. Right, let's go like that. There you go. That's pretty good. Now the cool thing I wanted to do was let's see, we need quite a decent block for this. It's quite important. So I guess if we use black concrete, yeah, that'll work fine. We're going to go like that, make a little hole at the back, and this is I'm just going to do one, but this will be basically showing you how to make the little carriage thing. So we're going to, I guess, use all these different bits. We want a minecart of a chest because that represents like a suitcase. And yeah, let's just grab a load of different bits here. So we want it that you put your luggage on here, which then I suppose would activate it activates something. I mean, we can have it come along and activate a light, I suppose, so people know that yeah it's the right weight, the right baggage weight. Oh, I've not got the, hang on a second, let me grab that again. So like that. Actually, we can make this work a bit better. So if I just grab that redstone, come bring it like that. How do I do this? So there we go, like that, and then we need. I should have worked this out. I really should have. Sorry, I'm not that good at redstone, to be honest. So when that goes on, it triggers that, which then triggers something else. I need the lantern back. There's not enough space in my inventory. So I'd say there's a light there. That's pretty much always going to be on. If I put that there. Wait, hang on. If I put that there. So when you put the light on, there you go. It goes and lights up. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so we've got that bit sorted then. Oh, that's going to destroy. Anyway, you can wrap the redstone round. And then that can then be sent off. Oh, actually, I don't know about that. I guess if we do that, you go, okay, thank you. And then the person here can just push the baggage along. And then they can press a button and it can be sent to the ground crews that are working, obviously, on whatever aircraft that you will be boarding. Okay guys, I've been chopping this video up and all this sort of thing, so it's a little bit all over the place, but we're just sort of doing it in sections. Right, next part is to do the gate. So once we're upstairs, you can see I've divided a couple of these windows, every like 2 window sections, so like here's one, here's another. I've put a door in, and I've got the 3 doors here, which I guess represent the 3 aircraft companies down below. This bit was a bit of like dead space, which I didn't get to use up. Oh, there's a few blocks hanging about, man. Yeah, so I might just turn this into a, I don't know, I'm going to turn it into a little place where you can get coffee. Anyway, so we want to build those little tunnels that you get, which help you board your plane. Sometimes they do come here and like turn, but we're going to have the runway, well pretty much where that old runway is, we're going to have it running down here, so there's no real need for us to have like the thing turn or anything like that, so we're just going to build straight things coming out. So let's have a look. First thing I'm going to do is get some grey. I'm going to actually use the, not concrete, the other one, terracotta. I'm going to use this terracotta and make it look like, well, you know, it's hard to explain really, isn't it? It's this little bit, you know, where it's like, I guess it's made of rubber or plastic and it can be like flexible, helps I don't know the technical terms of these things, but you know what I mean, you know the bit I'm on about. You walk down that little corridor, bores you into your plane. Yeah, well that's what we're building right now. Right, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make the corridor like that big. I mean, it does seem a little bit tall actually. Should move that down one. Ah, it doesn't. Do you know what, mate? Don't matter, does it? Right, let's build this coming out then. To probably about there. I'm not exactly sure the technical way that I'm going to make this work, because obviously I'm not going to be building any like stationary planes. So I'm really not about that. I really don't like building vehicles that are just like models of vehicles. It clashes with the world. So I want everything to work. So I might just have like a platform where someone in an Elytra can take off, or if we had like mods, obviously you can get your plane to dock here. I mean, even some of these could be like closed off, to be fair. Anyway, we're going to go like that. It's pretty simple. I can always extend it, like I say, depending on whether we have mods or Elytras or whatever. So I'm just going to build a little pillar going down like that. It's a pretty rough design, so it's not anything fancy. Just going to go like that, and obviously you can repeat that exact same design for each of the gates if you want. So the next thing I'm going to do is the runway itself. So I think I'll probably use, to be fair, I might use that dark concrete wherever it is. Yeah, the grey concrete here. I think that's a pretty good colour for this. So we want to actually be a taxiway and a runway. So that's like the little, almost miniature runways that connect to the main one, little roads, I guess. So this whole bit has got to be tarmac. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill that in, but I'm going to use commands, of course. So I'm actually going to pull this concrete bit to about out to here. Again, it's kind of rough, but you can build it however size you like. So obviously it depends how much room you've got as well, as to how much you can actually build. But I think that's a pretty good little area of tarmac, enough room for a couple of planes to park. Obviously, like I say, I'm not going to be building full-scale models of planes, just because that's not really what I like to do. So if we ever use Elytras or mods, then I'm sure that is plenty of room. I'm just going to fill that part in as well. I do highly recommend using commands and stuff. Really helps out. Okay, now we need to mark out where we're going to have little taxiways. So I guess we can have one here, so it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 12. I'll do 12 blocks wide for that, and then that can come across. I sort of want to do that diagonally, so this can like take you right down. If you follow this road, it takes you right down to the end of the runway. So we'll go take this road down this way. I guess the end will be literally just down here. So this road's going to come to about here, and let's see, I've got to do the same on this side. Okay, I'll fill that in off camera obviously. So we're going to have that road coming down there. We're going to have one in the middle as well. Well, rough, not necessarily in the middle because the runway is going to extend down there. So we sort of want it in the middle of how long our runway will be. So I guess about here. Mind this, don't worry about this. This is just some little path someone built. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll have this one come all the way out to, oh, we need it to be the same distance as this. So it's all going to connect up to the runway. Then I'm going to have this part, wait, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This road is going to extend all the way to the end of the runway, however long we make it. So that's that bit, and then we're going to have it just connect up to the end here, so that's got to come out another 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Bring this along. And then we've got to actually work out how big we want the runway to be as well. So let's just bring this along to wherever we said we're going to build the runway. I guess it's this way. Just doing this by eye. I'll make sure it's all lined up as well properly off camera. So they're pretty much the taxiways done. If I just fly up to show you, these are the different paths. You can go that way to that end of the runway, this way to the middle, and drive all the way down here to get to the end. So now I need to build a runway which comes from here all the way and connects up to those 3 points. So we need to work out how big we want the runway as well. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And I'm going to have it an odd number so that we can have a centre line as well that goes down the middle, just like in a real airport or a real road. So now I'm going to fill in all of these different paths and show you what it looks like in just a sec. Okay, so this is the pretty much finished runway. This isn't the original audio recording though, because the audio file messed up. But anyway, this is a view of the runway so far. What I did, I filled in some white markings down the centre, and there's sort of a zebra crossing style pattern at the end as well that you can see. And I got that from, you see that on a lot of real runways. I've probably got to add in a few other bits and bobs as well to make it more realistic, but this is the basic thing. We also added some yellow lines to border the runway. It just seemed to look a bit too plain without it. Oh, that's a pun. So yeah, go ahead, add those yellow lines in, makes it look sick. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to the actual control tower, where the planes are controlled and all the communications happen and all that good stuff. So first of all, you're going to want to get the smooth stone and some terracotta and make it in this sort of checkered pattern. The checkered pattern is 7 blocks long and then a little block in the corner as well to make it a little bit more circular. Then it's a pretty simple build from here. Some straight lines built all the way up. I think I went up 20 blocks. Then we're going to use some stairs to curve it, so it's a nice sort of cone shape. Go ahead and grab some glass and we'll put that in. We'll have that coming out one as well. And then we're going to put a pretty flat roof on top. and then just add this slight raised part in the middle. And then we're going to add all the communication bits, so that's antennas, radar, bits and bobs, all of that good stuff. One thing I will be adding off camera, because it'll take a little while, is lights. So I'm going to have a little control inside of the tower, and when you pull the lever, the runway is going to light up. So I'm going to put some redstone lamps and stuff going down the runway. So I think that would be pretty cool. It's for like when planes and stuff are landing at night. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this build. It's been quite a long episode, but I hope you did enjoy. It's definitely something we needed to get done. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a thumbs up because that really helps out the video as well. See you later, people.